How many times have you started the year with a list of ambitious New Year's resolutions, and how many times have you succeeded? You jot down your resolutions and you're convinced that this year will be different. Fast forward a couple of months and you find yourself curled up on the couch, indulging in your guilty pleasures, wondering what happened to all that motivation. It turns out that you're not alone. A recent survey that included a diverse group of adults from different generations found that of those who make resolutions, 52% give up on them by March and only 5% manage to stick with them for a full year. So why is it that we struggle so much with these well-intentioned promises? What if I tell you that the reason why New Year's resolutions or annual goals are doomed to fail is not that you're lazy or unmotivated, but because the concept itself is fundamentally flawed? It turns out that we have been going about it all wrong, my friends. In this video, I'm going to tell you the reasons why the concept of annual resolutions doesn't work, and I'll be offering you a different perspective on goal setting and goal achievement strategies that have worked for me and transformed my life. Let's dive in. Why the concept of New Year's resolutions or annual goals is fundamentally flawed. The timing is impractical. Setting annual goals at a fixed time every year doesn't work because it is not a magical switch that flips when the clock strikes, and then you turn yourself into a disciplined and motivated being. Having annual resolutions also goes against how the human brain works because we are wired for instant gratification, which makes it challenging for us to commit to long-term goals. And honestly, why do you want to wait until a specific date to set goals and make positive changes to your life? What if you want to add new goals throughout the year, such as learning a new language? Do you need to wait until January? Goal setting should be a dynamic process that offers flexibility. And honestly, don't you sometimes just get inspired and want to set new goals for yourself at different times of the year? This is especially true when our world is changing so fast that we can hardly keep up with ourselves. There's constantly new information, technological advancements, new products and new services that can affect our priorities and goal setting. Maybe instead of that promotion, you want to start your own business because a new concept is trending, or you realize that you've been spending less and less time with your partner, so you want to set a goal to do regular date nights. You need to have the flexibility to take these variables into account. So don't chain yourself to that fixed mindset of setting goals only once a year. I always believe that the best time to start anything is always now. And I just start very small and I do monthly reviews and course correct along the way. For example, I wanted to read more books last year, and so I started reading a couple of pages every weekend. That's it. Sometimes I would slip, but as long as I get back on track and do it most of the time, I know I'm on the right track to a positive change. As long as you're moving forward to the vision or the dream life that you have set for yourself, you are in good shape. Not all goals need 1 year to accomplish. So if you stick with your fixed mindset that you can only achieve a specific number of goals in a 12-month time frame, you could be hindering your personal growth by setting yourself a longer time frame than what you actually need. And let's bring up Parkinson's law, which states that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. This would mean that if you set New Year's resolutions for yourself to complete in a year, they will be done in a year. If you set your goals to complete in 3 months, guess what? They will be done in 3 months. The key is do not unnecessarily drag out your time frame for your goals. Think about the time that you reasonably need to accomplish each goal, and you will realize your smaller goals can likely be achieved in probably half the time or less. For example, if you want to declutter your home, please don't give yourself 1 year to do it because you will likely drag it out to 1 year. Set a realistic time frame for your home decluttering, such as 1 to 2 months. That will give you effectively 4 to 8 weekends, and it is very doable. After you've done it, you will have created more time to add on other goals that you want to add along the way, and it doesn't have to be in January. So simply design a realistic timeline for your goals and keep it real. Outcome-based resolutions do not last. Do you notice that the vast majority of people, New Year's resolutions or annual goals are all outcome-based, meaning you want to lose 10 kilograms, you want to be promoted to director or partner, you want to quit smoking or drinking alcohol. But as James Clear says in his book Atomic Habits, setting outcome-based goals does not work because it is not about what you want to achieve. It's always about whom you aspire to be and building habits that take you there. When I first started meditation last year, I did not set an outcome-based goal to meditate for a year. What I did, however, was that I created a vision of the desired person that I wanted to grow into. And part of that ideal self is to simply become more balanced and to honor my authenticity. And one one day, something just piqued my interest in meditation. I tried it out, I researched the neuroscience behind it, and I knew meditation could potentially take me closer to my ideal self. So I just kept going, and my daily meditation habit was formed in less than a year, just like that. If I had to set a goal to meditate 20 minutes a day for 365 days and another goal to learn neuroscience, the result would have been very different because it simply sounded like boring chores that I didn't resonate with. I just won't do it. Annual resolutions are too big to stomach. If you know you've 12 months to accomplish a goal, it only makes sense that you will set really ambitious goals, right? After all, you have 365 days to make it happen. So why would you set a goal to lose 1 kilogram in a year? So you set a goal to lose 10 to 20 kilograms. But that sheer magnitude of your resolution will not work because you will be so intimidated by the lofty goal that you will either never start or you try it a couple of weeks and you give up because it is just too hard. So break down your big goals into smaller mini goals and review your progress monthly or quarterly rather than annually. This strategy makes your goals so much less intimidating and a lot more manageable. And by tracking it in a shorter time frame, you can celebrate small wins and see the impact sooner. Want to lose weight? Start with just walking more instead of telling yourself to go to the gym 3 times a week for an hour for the next 12 months. When your problem now is that you cannot even get yourself to change into your gym clothes. Don't underestimate the power of early small wins, which I learned from Tim Ferriss. Your small wins must come early so they can give you a sense of accomplishment right off the bat. And when you feel good about yourself, it is a lot more likely that you will stay motivated and keep going. I remember just trying out planking years ago, and I couldn't even do it for 10 seconds in the beginning. I kept trying every day because it took so little time. I got just a little bit better every day, and it just slowly built up. I clearly remember that within months, definitely less than a year, I could do a 3-minute plank. There were times when I slipped, but I would just quickly get back on track and I would feel proud of myself that I started to plank. And slowly, I started to walk a little bit more, taking the stairs rather than the lift. I started hiking and just become more active. And this, my friends, is the power of habit formation. Because neuroscience tells us that habits are deeply ingrained in our brains through the formation of new neural pathways. You need to rewire these pathways consistently, which takes time and effort. Habits are formed steadily and slowly, not abruptly, because you need to give your brain the time to adapt to new programs that you're installing. Now, I go to the gym 3 times a week for an hour in addition to other exercises that I do. And this would have been impossible if I had set going to the gym 3 times a week as my annual goal right off the bat. You gotta be kidding, right? I won't even start. And I want to leave you with this one quote: simply get 1% better each day for a year and you will end up 37% better by the time you're done. The formula is simply 1.01 to the exponential of 365, and there you get it, 37.78%.